wanna go fi retire. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بك من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو حي لا يموت بيده كل شيء قدير. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kullu jama'a al-muslim wal-muslima wal-mu'min wal-mu'mina. A kí gbogbo àwọn ará-ilé, a kí ọkùnrin, a kí obìnrin, a kí oyún ọdún, a kí gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ wa lórí ìkànnì U-Size TV náà la wà. We are live on the vet on U-Size TV station on our program's names Marital Affairs. We greet everybody, our fans, our followers. Thanks for following. Thanks for every times of yours. My name is Inyoda Zainab Badiola, popularly known as Ajia Maka. Yeah, Ajia Zainab. That's me on ground. Daddy, mommies, and everybody, what are the things we are bringing on grounds today? What are we talking about? What are the things that we are going to say is that to encourage one another on our program, which is Marital Affairs today? You know, we have talked about marriage a lot, different topics and different topics before, but today we are bringing something very, very essential and crucial to each individual that can help us in our what marital life. Now, the topic we are having on ground today is what importance of marriage in life. Importance of marriage in life. If you are talking about marriage, how does marriage help daddy? How does marriage help mommy? How does marriage help my brother, my sister? Sit down there and let's hear everything. All my people, Salamu alaikum, Kaifa Saudiya, Kaifa Dubai, Kaifa Baghdad, Kaifa Bahrain, Kaifa Kul Mekan, Kaifa Kul Shay. Shukran Jazila. We are still on our topic, importance of marriage in life. So, you see how this topic is. Importance, as in something necessary, something compulsory, as in the essential in life, as in marriage, is at the center, as in marriage is essential, marriage is good to life. That is how it is. Firstly, if you're not talking about marriage, what does marriage mean? Let's say something. Let's ask ourselves, if you're talking about marriage, how can we expatiate the meanings of this marriage according to her knowing? Okay. Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìgbéyàwó, báwo ló ṣe mọ̀ sí lọ́dọ̀ ẹ? How can you describe it? How can you bring it out? How can you say this in your own terms? For my side here, I say marriage is a legal recognition between two unions. Yes, if you are talking about legal, there is a difference between legal and illegal. Legal means something tangible, something appropriate, something that is well arranged, something that what is well arranged, something that you do it on a polite way. Yoruba calls it nǹkan tí ò ní àbàwọ́n, tí ò ní ìdàrúdàpọ̀. That is other things concerning that. So if you are talking about marriage, as in, I always say in some of my early programs that we have a lot of marriage and types, but we are talking about legal one. That is the one you do appropriately, because it's a union, as a word, it's a legal recognition between you and your spouse, between a man and a woman, as in coming together to become a union, to serve themselves and serve the world. So, even the Quran says in guidelines that, Surah An-Nisa, it says, Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala an-nisa bima qadara Allah. God has made this necessary, essential, crucial for me and you, that marriage is important. In our life, it is important according to a lot of hadiths. Even the Quran testify. Even Bible says in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 23, it also talks about what? bringing marriage as one flesh, as in two unions becoming one. That's other things concerning that also. It's a way of what? Of bringing you both out, as in voluntarily say yes, boastfully saying yes, I choose him, he chooses me, one flesh. The Bible says that. So it's not about what? The Bible says it's a union of a man and women for lifetime. See what it ends with the word of God. You say for what? For lifetime. So we are talking about marriage. It's not that we just have commitment of marrying one another for a while. It's a lifetime. Quran said, Ataya Malikiyama, till the day death will separate you. That is other things concerning the word of God supporting this marital institute. Now, let's go to the purpose. Before we indulge ourselves, top there is wele. That's what I'm here to fix out today. If you are talking about setting up, it's not when you were inside your woman, doing your father's and your mother intimacy, they give birth to you. That one is a separate one. We are talking maturely. And if you are talking of maturely from 18 years above, are what? Are well to sit and learn from what I'm fixing out today. So the main purpose there is what? For complex app. Marriage. Father is an example of getting married. In it, God rewards who get married. God rewards the women that are ready to be submissive to their man, that are ready to go and be his life and his home. Whereby also, kò sí ọ̀wọ̀ fún obìnrin náà tí ó ṣe kí ni o tí ò ládé orí. If you're a woman too that you don't have a husband, you don't have your man, you won't be welcomed. They said of life, because it is God that supports this in each individual life. No matter how wealthy you are, you must get married. No matter even if you are poor, you must get married. If you are young, you get married. If you are old, you get married. It is necessary for each individual. It just depends on marriage timing. As in when everyone is it's ready for it. So in that point that is in another way, marriage provide social support, yes, for both you and the partner. It's way of supporting one another. It's necessary. Legal and financial benefit. It helps people financially. Those are the main purpose of marriage. It's not just for having sex or intimacy. No. Those are things that indulge the purpose of getting married. That you both each individual must know that getting married, I must be well financial to support both the men and women this time around. You must be well what trained to support yourself. It's for the financial benefit also. Security for both individuals. It will be secure so that sometimes the men only thinks that marriage is not only security for men, as in to protect men, women. No, it's for men also. It will sack you out from zina, prostitute, or all this humanity, like all this humanization or something like that. It will help a man and women understand it's a security lifestyle for both individuals. Now let's move into what the context of this marriage. What are the contexts of marriage? As in the rules and regulations, the guidelines that what? I'm not talking about the legit side, talking about the rules and regulations. Before you indulge in this marriage, what are the rules and regulations you have to go with? As in rules to what? To marriage timing. That's what I'm fixing out. That from 18 years above, sit down and learn from what I'm fixing out. So the rules to marriage timing, and what are your preparation? That's what I'm fixing out. Yes, so that I can get me well. What are your preparation? 16, 17, 18, you have to start preparing because you want to get anything in this life, you have to prepare for it. And the best time to settle down is how you have evaluate what all these few things I'm bringing out. As in, okay, for those that are getting prepared, that are learning, that are what are programming things together to get married, you have to know, evaluate, and have at least a few of this thing I'm bringing out, even more. The first one is what? Why do you have to have this thing? Because of what? Because by time or point of times in your life, you have to be what? Well decided. You must be decisive. Because this time you are learning, you are gaining different experience from parents, from partner, from parents, and all of those things. You are gathering all this knowledge together before the time will expire for you to get married, or you'll be ready. You will have accumulate all those knowledge that will help you to have a long time marital lifestyle. So you have to what? So by doing this time, you evaluate all those experience. You evaluate all those experience together to help you out. So by the time you are gaining 1 and 2 from what, you'll be able to get enough. You have to start early. And that's what I want to fix out. You have to, not until you reach 30 or 25 years, when it will be 2-3 years of your mindset that, okay, example, I want to marry at 35 years. It's just an example. It can be other people's side, and more than that from other people. It depends on how prepared are you. Just ask your neighbor or your person beside you, how prepared are you for marriage? It's not until you, on the day of getting married. It starts when you are 18 years. You have to be having that in your side. There's 2 things I want to fix out there. Some children of nowadays from 18 years, when they start their menstruation, they are mature to get married. No, it's wrong. Some people, they can be of 18, 19, 20 years and they mature, have all the qualities to be a wife. You are free to go if you have things that I'm fixing out. It's good. But even if you are 40 years and you didn't have this quality I'm fixing out, please, you are not meant to go to marriage. So it's not about age, it's about having this quality. So if you are young and you start practicing this, I'm talking about young age. Some of them are mixing it wrong. That's why we are bringing this out. Some young children, Islam did not what? Even the Bible don't sack you from getting married early. But about getting married early, it's about learning the main reason for going that marriage. That's it. And the other thing is, where ladies and guys of nowadays, they only focus on, they say they can marry at any time, and the even main things they have to do, they are not doing. They only focus on sex. Maybe they say they are dating at their early age, having intimacy, and they don't have other things from the upstairs. That is wrong. It's not like that. There are quality you have to have, because, and why I'm saying this for all those young kids, children now, 12, 13, 14 years above, to be learning not until you reach 18 years. When you are learning and that early, so when you are knowing that early, it will help you. That's how it is. It will help you to gain enough experience to make a well decisions and information to have a happy home. Yes, you'll be well prepared, because they always said you prepare in this life to be preferred. That's another thing that I always say that to myself. For you to be preferred in this life, you must be well prepared. It's like someone that wants to go for palm wine. You have to share your asses. It can even take you for 30, 20 years to learn how to sharp, to what? To have those tools, those experience, those knowledge that you need in your marriage lifestyle. It can take you 20 or 30 years. We can have children though. That's why we have repeat. If it's like some women, if we put women with, as in, oh, how can I bring this in house? I'm really so fired on this topic, because we nowadays, we are getting it wrong. Children of 16, 17, 18 years, they thought that when you are dating a man, it's all about sex. No, it wasn't. That's why they will see some small picking of some. They will say that baby, I'm also a wife, especially in Africa here. When they get married, their in-laws, they will know some way of reciprocating to, as in giving respect to their in-laws, because they thought if they get married, it's all. No, even when you get married, you have to learn more. Is another word. That's it on the side. So when you are young, 13, 14, 15 years, that's mama in the house. We have a lot to do on our children. If you're having a male daughter, and marriage is not only about training a lady alone this time. If you have a pikin too, a son, train him how to handle women. That is way of duplicating. That means you are duplicating your children's world for tomorrow future. Torí àgbà tí ò kẹrùn sọ̀rọ̀, daddy, mommy in the house, ó máa kẹtàn sáré. If you don't train that son well and the daughter well now, when they get married, they will be bringing case to you. When you see maybe husband and wife, they are using cutlass to sack one another in the house. It's because the father and the mother did not work well. If you work well, you won't have that problem. You have to be happy that, wow, my children too, I mean, my marriage happily, my children too are also doing their own. But because you didn't work at the time you're supposed to work, you play during the time you have to duplicate the children. That is why we're having a lot of problems this time around. So you have to get enough experience. Let's say assume maybe your age has exceeded 30, 14, anything from 13 years upward. Let me bring an example that, let's assume from 18 years, you aim to marry by 30 years. You understand? You can have my mindset. We don't have to, as a matured woman and as a matured man, we don't have to sack marital life in our children's or anybody around us. No, we only encourage them. Some people are doing it wrong. You don't have to sack marriage, say, because you don't want them to indulge in marriage earlier. Then you don't let them understand the reason. You don't do like that. No, we don't do like that at all. Because you have to give them guidance. Let them learn about it. Let them prepare so that when it's their turns and time, they can be well preferred in that home. That's why I'm bringing this word context in the marriage, as in the guidance, the rules and regulations, how it has to be. That's what I'm fixing out. If you see anybody beside you, maybe 18, 20, 25, 30 law, you don't have to discourage them to get married. No. Rather guide them. Let them know why they have to have some these qualities before they go into it. Even if you discover them, if they didn't know it, even if they marry at 40 years, they will still lack something behind. Marriage is a separate lifestyle. There is difference between work. There is difference between maybe you're a businessman or businesswoman. There is difference between marriage. Is a total. There's difference between school education. No, they will not. That's why we have marriage counselor and all these things. They went for school. So all of these things have their protocols and procedure. You can make a lot of money and still be full. Yes, someone always says that. So it's not all about I get money, I want to get married. If you are not responsible, you can have money and be stingy. Life is like that. You can have money and be stingy to even leave one city, or naira or peso, anyhow, or dollars. It's all on how you were trained and how you what rebrand yourself. You can come from bad family, but how do you rebuild and re-strategize and rearrange your lifestyle? Because nobody will blame you for not being okay. Nobody will blame you because you come from bad family. Your responsibility is in your hand. To be a good woman, mother is in your hands. To be a good man and a responsible man is in your hand. Even if your father is not responsible, try to make a change and do something better and proper. So let's say you are 18 years, and I'm bringing this thing out. Let's assume you are 18 years and you are aiming to get married at 30 years. Let's just bring it, whether less or more. It depends on how timely you are. Then that means you have what? 12 years, as in you have a 12 years dating window. You understand? As in you've assumed, oh, I have 12 years before I get married. I don't say it has to be the way I'm bringing it. It depends on how timely you are at your own side. Marriage is necessary for everybody, whether you like it or not. You can't sack it or against it. That means you are against the word of God. So the only thing is prepare to be preferred. I've said that earlier. So, and before bringing that, I said we need all these qualities, all these points I'm fixing out. Few things I want to say is even more than this, but at least you have to have few of these points, as in that are working and like blood and water in your body before saying you are going into it. Elsewhere, you will run back. Marriage is alive already. It's alive already. You just have to prepare, because you know the reason why I love preparing before to be preferred. The reason why I love preparing to be preferred is because, see all this. Let me bring another example. All these theater practitioners people, before they bring a scene, you know, a lot of times they have been re-strategizing, rebranding all those. Just a scene we watch in a second. It takes them a year, sometimes 6 months, sometimes full all day for what we were watching in a second. So it's not about time, it's about the perfect, the end view, the results. That is it. So it's all about the results. Even if you marry 40 years, 50 years, I didn't say you should take that long ago. Do it earlier so that you can also enjoy it, because marriage is sweet. And also it have the other one. You have to have that experience together. It's the way our life is also is. There are times that we are happy. There's times we didn't have the other. We have the other one. So a lot are there. So that's it also. You have to prepare to be preferred. You see, when those theater practitioners, they are what? Preparing themselves. It is only the results that we saw, that we embrace, that let us what? That we valued. So it is that result you bring in the marriage that people valued. And those values are way of what? Bringing out good offering, good children, how to deal with in-laws, how to stay in an environment, how to live peace. A lot are in that, in what I want to fix out now. Then let's go, as in the time you are having, that's your dating window, as in time you are strategizing, and let's say 12 years, as I've said, or more than that, depends on how timely you are at your side. Now let's go to the point. The first thing is personal maturity. This time I'm not talking about ladies alone, no. Personal, as in for the brother and the madam who want worry, that want to get married. You have to have personal maturity. Marriage, I've said earlier, is not for the weak. It's for those that are matured. And maturity is not, People can be of 50 years and very mature than people of 90 years. Even if you are 90 years, you didn't have this quality, marriage is not for you. So marriage is not against any timing. It's with people that are ready to indulge in all these qualities. So maturity, personal. You must be matured personal. The wife must be matured. The husband must be matured. If you are both full, you also bear a fool and give birth to a full children. And you even make the society and the world foolish. So for you to sack this out, you have to be well both matured. Because people develop at different rates. Some at what earlier or much more than later than the age suggested. So maturity times, that's what I'm fixing now. It's not about age. Say, me until I become 40, until I become 30, you can be 25 years and yes, having all this quality, you are well to go. So it's just depends on how well you are ready. As in, how are you matured to handle your husband? How are you matured to handle marriage entirely? As in, personal maturity. That's the first thing you first need. The first quality you need in marriage. You must be developed personally. Personal what? Matured. You must be matured. Yes, marriage is a you must be very, very matured. That's why you see some marriage that are from children can last because they don't have all those qualities. So it's from people that are matured. So the other things I want to go into because of time is what? Emotional readiness. Yes. Are you ready emotionally? Talking about emotion. Sometimes your husband will do something you will not tolerate. You will tolerate it in marriage because you don't want to lose your home. You have to be emotional ready. Readiness, yes. You must be ready for the challenges. You must be ready for the joy. You must be ready to embrace the entire things that happen in it. Don't forget, we are on importance of marriage in life. Not only marriage alone. In our dunya, in this ayegogo, the importance in it. So emotional readiness is very necessary. Because marriage is not just a logical decision. Hey, not just a logical decision. Say, I just want to do wedding. And no, hey, don't just indulge. You can do beble, involving. That's why I don't normally believe in calling everybody in the world for your marriage. I believe in the happy ending. I believe in what? Having the end results. Having times. Building life with my partner. I believe in doing something right. See what you are saying? Yes, I think my people are hearing me on my Ghana. It's saying, so that's it. Emotional readiness, you must be ready for it. You must be well prepared to face your marriage challenges. That's other things. Maybe the time your husband is not having, you must be happy to be in that marriage. Because the Quran, after the sorrow, joy is coming. And if you are not patient and perseverance, you can't get this. You can't get it. If you are not ready to commit with this your man, emotional readiness will be problems for you. That's what they said. It's not just a logical decision. You just don't decide that I am going to my husband's house or I want to have a wife in the house. I want to be alone as a man. It takes emotional readiness. You must be able to tolerate ladies' nonsense. Sometimes a woman, we may be having mood swings, maybe because of our menstruation time. As a man, you have to learn. Sometimes lady can be maybe during the time of giving birth, they'll be doing like maybe like dummy. You know, how do they call dummy? They call it let's say they'll be behaving like small pikin. You will tolerate it. That is your emotional what? Ready. You must be emotional what? Ready for it. You must ready to welcome all the nonsense in both of you. And you also must be ready to embrace all the good sides, the both of you. That's on that side. Because when you what? When it's about emotional connections and timing significantly. So this timing you are learning. That's why you know that maybe you are somebody that you're always annoyed easily. You have to be learning to be cool down. Maybe example, you can let me give you something how you can help your emotional readiness in marriage. Like when you are let's say in your family, your father give birth to male, female, you are mixture. Learn if you're like a guy, learn to adapting with your sister. It's way of what? Preparing yourself for your wife. You just see your behavior as a young guy and children in the house there. Just check yourself with your same father and mother sisters. Oh. Maybe you're a guy. Check your sister. How are you dealing with her? That is how you do with your wife. Because it is something you do. It's something your daily activities. It's the way you treat her. Maybe you see her, you beat her. Before your mommy comes, you nearly even kill her. That is how you do with your wife. You are training yourself. That means you want to be training negatively. You're not doing it right. So you have to start learning now and stop beating that your sister at home. Don't let until your mother says stop this. You have to start preparing yourself for your marital lifestyle. And as a girl also, how do you treat your younger brothers and younger brother and elder one at home? That is the same way you treat your husband. If you always shout on them, that means you will even one day slap your husband. Because you will take it as something normal. Maybe there is a male like my brother. That is it. So it's not only on female. Olden days, they count all these qualities on female alone. Then ladies suffer, baby. Ladies, they suffer too much. Because men, they don't want to have any qualities. But this Gen Z time, we are not at 19th century educational era or agricultural time, agricultural season. This time, we are in Gen Z. Both men and women must be well trained for marriage. For us to have a proper marital life. What do you think? We are all working together to bring something vibrant outside there, so that we can help neighbor. If you are not bringing good children, you will give problem to your neighbor, because one or 2 days, one time will come, they can say they want to get married to one another. When you now treat your children and they are not well sound, then you give problem to the society. So you have to be what? Emotional ready. You must be ready. By force, you have to be ready. So learn how to do with your brother and sisters in the home. Money ile Latin kesho, the charity begins at home. The way you do with the brothers, the way the brother do with the sisters at home, you are planning and learning how to manage your marriage. Let's go to the top side. It says cultural and social expectation. Yes, is innate. Because in some places and what and tribes, this one too, I like them well. You know, sometimes you can travel out of your country. Maybe you are, example, you're a Ghanaian. You went to like UK and somehow, and you know, say in your country, no, country too much. You know, this UK man you are getting married to, the person didn't understand your language. The person is not from your tribe. There are a lot of things that are different, a lot of differences between you. That is what cultural and social expectation. You have to expect on that. But when you learn to live with others, both your tribe, both your, maybe now, example, even the country that bring an example, even in your country, not all people understand tree. Not all people understand that gun where you are understand, where you say you understand. So, but you have to learn to deal with everybody. You have to learn to live peacefully with everyone. Whether the person is from Liberian, the person is from Niger, Cairo, Libya, no matter where that person comes from, you have to learn, because you don't know where your marriage is going to land. You don't know whether you're going to get married to the person that is not from your tribe. You don't know whether you're going to get married to a person that is not from your country or from your region. So that's why you have to be what? Expecting what? Cultural, as in you have to be world moral. You have to have a good way of camping and working with people. Not only for money alone, it also helps you in your marriage. You make a lot of things in learning how to work with people, learning how to collaborate and what? Compassionate with people, with your fellow women being. It will help you also in your marital lifestyle. Environment, things on to what? Do things together. In the house, you woke up, in the house, you do all those things. All those things will send you. Not until some people, they will not learn how to do all those house chores until they get married. Then when they get there, they will not be able to do it right. Then sometimes you see some husband too, they will not. That's why father and mommy in the house, we are pleading each in mothers and fathers now that they should train both the boys and girls in the house. Especially for Yoruba, they will say, obìnrin ni ó fẹ́ délé ọkọ, kì í ṣe obìnrin nìkan náà from now. It's about ọkùnrin níwọ náà máa tó níyàwó lé, owó ló so mọ́dì. That is it. And not only money, responsibility and your boss, but us. You have to learn how to do things right from the beginning. Not until when it remains 5 or 9 minutes, they will not be calling you and encouraging you at late hour, especially on your wedding day, maybe just 2 or 3 hours to your wedding time. Mama, and you now say you are now teaching him or teaching her how to handle marriage. It's not done like that. Now you are teaching her. What did she want to remember? The only thing is on her head that day is how to dance, to do the best TikTok that today is my wedding day. That is not, you are doing the right thing at the wrong time. So the right time to do it, it is now when they are with you every day. Let it be their daily basis. Let them learn how to deal with people before it comes to their marital institute. That's it. Cultural and way will tolerate with each individual. So that's how that goes. The fourth one is life circumstance. Yes, you have to learn on that also. I always say that marriage is not all about making money. You can be wealthy and your marriage will not work out. It's not all about making money. That is it. Because life circumstance, let me bring example. For example, career path. Yes, you can marry a person that is not of your same career. You have to learn how to be committed. You have to learn how to adapt with that person. Maybe you are a banker. Example, you are a banker, your wife is a doctor. You learn how to embrace what she's doing. You can just and know a little about that, so that you can also guide and help her or help him on that side. That's a great and work companionship. So other thing is education. Let me go this side. You can be a graduate and you marry SHS graduate, as they always say here in Ghana. Yes, they say SHS graduate, and you are tertiary graduate. You know that there will be difference. But Ojuma Lajura the civilized, you will be civilized differently. You are well sound, well trained, as in you understand like that. So that's why it's life circumstance. You have to learn on how to deal with that kind of person. It can happen you are a graduate and you marry someone that is SHS graduate. It can happen. It doesn't say your marriage will not collapse. It just depends on the maturity on how to carry life with that person. It can even be in languages. Maybe the person does not understand your language. It's part of what? Life circumstance. You have to prepare for that. It can be on education. Yes, as I've said that before. It can be on what? Health. Yes. You have to learn. Maybe the person is having some health challenges. You have to learn on how to adapt with that person's life circumstance. Other one is what? Background. The place the person comes from. Structure. Marriage, you don't just get married though. Hey, this topic, I like and well. Importance of marriage in life. We are still on it. So, Structure, as in I'm talking about appearance. If you want to get married, don't be fool. Don't say something because it's my all my friends have got married. I have to just go and pick somebody. Share. Obey won't tell you early. Because marriage is not about that. Choose the person you deserve. Choose the person you know you are ready to stay with for life and for better and for worse. That is it. Maybe you like slim lady. Pick what you want. Pick your choice. They always said choose your choice so that you go embrace that fire war. So that you go enjoy that world, that joy world. You have to pick what favors you. Let me go that side. So appearance, if you like big buttocks ladies, fix them well. Take the big one and big breast from where you want. It's not forcefully. Marriage is not forcefully. You have to pick what you know you can. So it's not about exchanging. You will not live a better life. You will even be miserable, and you will even spoil your children's lifestyle. That's why you have to choose wisely. Only once you want to indulge in it, prepare well so that it can be preferred. So other thing is what? Commitment what? It may delay or accelerate marriage timing. So if you are committed, you have to be committed with all these life circumstances. Be committed with a career, educations, and a lot of things like that, so that it can help you with the timing. So they also said what? As for me, I encourage people to gain sufficient experience and self-awareness before what? Before making a lifetimes and lifelong commitment marriage with people. I always encourage people like that. So before you get married, is this your best? Is this your choice? Are you really ready? Because otutu, not good. A lot we are facing, divorce is too much. And what most cause divorce is because we didn't plan well. That's why it happens. And they say experience is the best teacher. You really like that. So I love encouraging and training people on this aspect. Especially concerning marriage, you have to be self-aware. Be prepared what? For it. If you have passed your timing, please strategize. Yes, it's not any problem. Maybe I've reached 30. I've reached 30. I've done this, I've done that. I have to. No, don't because of that and rushing. If your timing has done, maybe this time to this time I plan, and you have not get all this quality, please still wait. God is at your back. So it doesn't mean you have missed your chance. No. What really matters is what? It's making the decision at the right times. Sorry. So you just what? Do it at the what? When you are mentally ready, emotionally ready, you are practically ready for it. That's what? The best of that in it. Now lastly on the importance. On the important side, I'll just say a few things. What I really want to narrate is on the purpose of this importance. So on the important side, it says it provides a framework for love. Yes, love is not pium. Love is not I'm having sex with women. Love is it's only that eroja nínú ẹ̀ ni, just some little spices. It's only like a water. Let's say something is a spices that people are now what? Embracing, and they don't even go for gradual ingredients. So if we are talking about love means is a patience. Love is patience and kind. Hear what I'm fixing now. Love. If you love somebody, if you want to get married to somebody, if you want to get into marriage, is patience and kind. Love is not arrogance, it's not boastful, it's not selfishness. The beer is inside because of time. So, importance of the marriage is that it provides a framework of love. That means you are ready for love side. You are ready for you to what? To become a father and a mother, as I've said earlier. Other one is what? Personal growth. Yes. What? The commitment and sharing experience, it helps your personal development. Because when you have your husband in the house, you'll be happy. You'll be even well developed. As you'll be learning from one another, through sharing what? Life, sharing your experience. So All these things, no, it will help you. Through sharing your experience, you'll be more self-discovery. You will develop, oh, my wife, let's do something. This business is very good, let's do it. It will help us. And you collaborate and be committed together. And the thing will work out. People will now say, are they doing using juju in their marriage? No, because they what? They are well compassionate and they have planned well before they get into that marriage. So things will be coming for them successfully. So that's another thing about the personal growth to help you, because you want to work on it. Even if you're having personal, if you're having separate career, it will help you out. If you're having same career, it will help you more and more. That's it. So we have emotional support. Yes, I've said that earlier. Marriage helps to build partner strong. Marriage helps to build both partner through joy challenges. During the joy time, marriage will help them. During the challenges time, marriage help you. Sharing life security, as in for protection. So you not be a man and be doing all those things. If I say married woman and still look for other man outside, that means that one is not worth doing. It's part of a person that are not ready to be in marriage. Because being in marriage, you have to stick with your person. Stick with that person you're speaking. That's it, for security. So that you'll not be having all these sexual problems. You will not be having infections and a lot goes with that. But because of our time, also companionship. You do things together. You help one another. And emotional intimacy also. Do that sex and God will reward you. We have health and well-being. Yes. I always said health is what? Ìlera ni ọrọ̀. According to World Health Organization and Science Advisory Board also, they said we all have red blood cells in our body. And through this, we have the rest, we have the exercise, and the diet. Those are three ways for us to be happy. So can you see how marriage is also important into our lifestyle? Because through this rest, they say we have 24 hours in the day. We have 8 hours to what? To work. The other 8 hours, we have to spend it with our families and friends. The families and friends, those days where I'm going that I want to fix out. And out of your 24 hours, you have to spend some with the family and friends. And especially your wife, your partner. You have to spend it with them so that she can help you emotionally. So that she can help your emotional lifestyle to be positive. You understand, no? Aside from eating and your dieting, your wife is also necessary to your lifestyle and to your health. And your husband is also very nice for your well-being so that they can help you. Marriage helps our sound health, yes. To what? To function proper due to what? The families and friends collaboration. So with your wife, it will also help you. So second to the last one, I have financial stability. So financial stability also is when you get married. When you get married, marriage creates stable financial foundation. When your wife is not having, when you are married, your husband can help you. It will mean just small things for me to finish this project. Your wife can help you. That is the foundations of the financial day. So through sharing things together, you share your resources, you share your responsibilities, you share with your partner, and it also reduces stress. Bleh. So that is it. Don't be stingy, and you can marry a million. That's why I say marriage is all about those qualities, not having all. If you have those qualities and that thing is in you, it will reduce stress. Because when your all supports you, so that is how it goes. Welcome back. That's how it goes. It will reduce the stress. You'll be happy. As a woman, you support your husband financially. As the husband, you support your wife. It's not until you get all this word before you enjoy your marriage. Just for you to know the qualities you need. Lastly, raising a family. When an social study when we are young, teach us that's primary school. Social study, study of living and something here. Raising a family, they teach us how a family means. We have nuclear family, we have what? Extended family. Single you that want to get married is also because you want to extend your family. You want to leave your father, bringing down women from different backgrounds, different home to your lifestyle. So expand yourself through raising what? Children. From children to grandchildren. From grandchildren to great-grandchildren. Through there, you are expanding your what? Your family. That's what they teach us. And from this raising of family, what are the things we need? There's what? Marriage creates a framework for both partners raising children in a supportive environment. Yes. When you get married, You'll be happy. You want to live with your partner, manage yourself, bring children, and after giving birth, you'll be able to what? To do things together, to raise and duplicate those children. I've said that at the top there. But there are things, few things I want to fix out lastly here for us that are giving birth and raising children. I'm talking about people that want to have a stronger family. It's all on duplication. Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní tóbìnrin bá wúyàn ọmọ ẹnu àwù ni. I don't know how they bring that in. Yes, when you love your wife, you embrace that children. That's another thing that makes family so strong. You have to love your partner. As a wife, love your husband. You'll be happy to take that. Even when you are nursing that children, you'll be happy because you love the what? The foundation, which is your husband. So it's what? Way of duplication. That is it. You have to embrace the foundation. Love that person you first picked. You can't just say you want to be maintaining the children without loving the father. It will, oh my mehe, it will fade. So other one is discipline. Yes, you have to have times. This is times you have to you teach the children. Don't say there's a difference between ike àti báwo náà ṣe ń pè kíyàn máa kẹ́ ọmọ àti kó bọmọ jẹ́. Difference is wow. Discipline is part of training children. You train them properly. Train them well. Tell them to do the. I don't say you should be harsh on them. No, it's not about harshing. Let them start their disciplinary early, so that when they are mature, they will learn how to discipline themselves when they are in what other people, when they are with other people or other colleagues, because they have a discipline. They are well trained from the house. So that thing is what responsible. Yes, what that mommy, the way you are doing to your wife, your children, they are seeing. No, they are learning how to be responsible also to their wife. Mommy, they are learning how to be submissive also to their husband from you. That means they are seeing every each things we were doing. Other thing is patience. Sometimes husband, you have to patience to your wife. Don't do all those baby things in children's face. They are looking at you. They are learning. You are their first school. They what? They goes. So it is what you teach them. They will go and do outside there. And they will, when they do it wrong out, they fuck up and they fuck the hell out of the parent up. The other one is what? Support. Yes, I learned that from my parents. They teach us how to be supportive, because daddy always supported, my mommy support that, and that thing is in my lifestyle, even in all my youngest one side, because we learn it. Something is not until you said when they grow up they learn it. No, it is what you are both doing. And when all those children, when they grow up, it even lets your family be very strong. I love my family too much, not because of anything. It's just because of the way my parents get us out, my fathers and mom. They train us on how to work, to be so supportive to one another, to be happy to be with one another. That blood, sometimes you can have some family that they will not be able to even dash one of them 1 or 2 CD. It's not anything, no, because the parent did not train them on how to do that. So the other one is perseverance. The father that, yes, you have to learn, be doing that so that your children will be seeing it. Hey, I mean, we have a lot to say on this topic, but because of our time, nítorí àkókò, àní rí jù báyìí lọ. Alábẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ ọmọ dáadáa lójú bàbá yára ní ọ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀ ọkọ̀ ìkórè ẹ̀sọ́ ni mí ìkórè ẹ̀sọ́ máa gbọ̀n tí mèrèjà àwọn ọlọ́mọdọ́là tó mọ̀ kọ́ abẹ ará agbọ́n ẹ̀sọ́ ọkọ̀ ọmọ gbọ̀n yín ọmọ gbọ̀n yín ọmọ gbọ̀n. Alábẹ̀kẹ́ lọmọ gbọ̀n tí mẹ́sì lẹ́yìn ọmọ nílé olúgbọ́n wọ́n lógun àjàwọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ló ti mẹ́sàn-án wù wọ́n sì gbógun ojoojúmọ́ nílé gbọ́n fi sún wọn lọ. It's not more than this for today. Thanks for following us on USIS TV stations, USIS FM, on our program Marital Affairs. Thanks so much, all our fans. Marital Affairs for me and for you. And I pray our marriage will be blessed. Bye bye, masalama.